Hi everyone, this is Eve Richards from the Discovery Pod with Eve. Happy New Year, it's 2026. We hope you enjoy this very special New Year's episode. Happy New Year everyone. Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Discovery Pod with Eve. I am Eve Richards. We've got such an amazing show today. Today we're joined by Kathy Garver, a Grammy-nominated, award-winning actress, author, and voice artist whose career spans decades of storytelling and continues to shape the way audiences understand heart, resilience, and longevity in the industry. Before we delve into Kathy's background, I am joined today by my co-host, Grace Field. She's an actress and a singer with work across Broadway, film, and television. She recently appeared in the holiday film Rekindled for Christmas and brings warmth, depth, and musical presence that elevates every room. Grace, welcome back to the Discovery Pod with Eve. It's so good
excited
to be here with you.
It's so amazing to be here with the best host ever. And obviously the best guest ever, too.
Thank you.
So excited.
Before you do the intro, tell the audience what you're currently working on. I know you're such a busy
Girl,
person.
you're busy too. Let's be real.
Enough about me and more about you.
Okay, I have 5 films slated so far for next year. And then I'm also in the middle of a Broadway development playing Marilyn Monroe. So that's fun. We did it at Carnegie Hall, and now at a couple other iterations, they just asked me for the next one. So we're doing out-of-town tryouts next.
That's fantastic. Congratulations. So great. Please go ahead and do the
Oh
intro.
my gosh. Does our wonderful guest star need any kind of introduction? I mean, come on. Kathy Garver, you're a freaking icon. Hello. Let's talk about multi-hyphenate for sure. Actress, author, voice artist. She's best known for her iconic role as Sissy on the beloved CBS series Family Affair, and drumroll please, you just got your first Grammy nomination for narration for Carol's book, which is fabulous. Oh my gosh, and that's February 1st, the whole award ceremony. We're just so excited for you. Your career has just spanned so much time and you've accomplished so much. So we're so excited to have you on our show, on Eve's show. She's amazing. Yes.
Well, thank you, Kathy, for being here with us today. So we'll delve in. When you think about your beginnings in this industry, what moment feels like the true start of your story? You know, the moment you realized you belonged on a set.
Yeah, as a star, darling. When did you realize you were a star?
Well, actually, I think I realized I was a star, or that people were recognizing me on the elevator of Bullock Wilshire when it was still extant on Wilshire Boulevard in Hollywood. And I was going down the escalator and this woman said, "Oh, I saw you last night on the show. Oh, you were wonderful. Thank you. Thank you." And I said, "Oh, yes. Can I have your autograph?" I said, "You want my autograph?" She said, "Oh, yes, please, please." And I said, "Well, okay." So I think that was my moment that I thought, okay, I have arrived. I arrived at the bottom of the escalator, and at the bottom there was an autograph. But then I've been taking it up ever since.
Oh, that is just beautiful.
That's so
I
cool.
love it. From the bottom, and she's been taking
Because of technology, so easy to do, to press buttons as long as you press the right ones. Lots of times I make emails and everything, I forget to press the button. I say, why hasn't that person answered me? But that was, I think, the moment that, and I had just started Family Affair. It had debuted the night before this lady came. And I don't know if I should.
Tell us.
But this year we will be celebrating our 60th anniversary as a television show, which is still on, it's streaming, it's on Roku, it's on YouTube. It has a whole new generation. I find it very difficult to believe since I'm 50. I'm celebrating my
right.
milestone birthday this Saturday. At my house, I'm having 80 people to celebrate life. My poor husband died 2 months
Oh,
ago.
I'm
So
so
we're having a
sorry.
celebration of life, a celebration of the season, celebration of my milestone birthday, and a celebration of people in general, every one of you.
that's fantastic.
That's so wonderful.
Um, So that is the next thing on my agenda. And of course, the Grammys, which are so exciting, especially for one who
We're so
cannot
excited for
sing.
you.
I'm sitting at my piano, as a matter of fact, where I have the pianist coming on Saturday. He's fabulous. Brian O'Rourke from Michelli's in Hollywood. And my dear friend Rebecca Golden is going to sing The Wind Beneath My Wings, because that was
Aww.
my relationship with my husband. So we're going
Wow.
to honor him with that.
Yes.
Um, so, but I cannot, I have sung, and I had a song that was written by Tommy Boyce and Bobby Hart, who were famous songwriters that wrote the theme song to the Monkees and On the Last Train to Clarksville, and fabulous songs. And they wrote me a song called Lem the Orphan Reindeer, which is very apropos for the holiday season now. And I started to sing this song in the very midst of nowhere. Santa hollered, "Whoa!" And the record producer said,
We love
"Whoa."
it. We love it.
Yes, but they were not loving it. And they said, "Whoa." I said, "What?" And they said, "You're off key." I said, "What do you mean I'm off key? I have been singing ever since I was 3 years old at the Megaland Studios."
Wow.
"Well, I'm sorry, you're off key." So I did it again, and I was in the very midst of nowhere. Santa hollered, "Whoa!" He'd spied a tiny reindeer struggling in the snow. They like that much better. It was probably the first rap song, but I had a chorus of singers
I
behind
love
me,
it.
so it was okay.
That is
So this
incredible.
Grammy is obviously not for my singing, but it is for the best audiobook narration storytelling recording for 2026.
Which is
You have to say all those
fabulous.
words, or the Grammy
Fabulous.
organization gets mad at you. So all those words.
Yes.
Yes, I was honored to narrate my now very good friend Carol Connors, who is an Academy Award nominee for the Rocky song "Come Fly with Me" and for
Wow.
The Rescuers. And she wrote this
She did the
fabulous
podcast
memoir.
last year.
I'm sorry?
She was a guest on the podcast last, I think, earlier, sometime earlier this year in April or so.
Oh, good. Good. Yes, she's fabulous. Very energetic, a bundle of energy, incredibly talented songwriter, singer. Her first song was "To know him is to love him." See, I told you I couldn't sing.
Oh my God.
You sound
such a
great. I'm into it, man.
Oh my goodness.
We're both grooving over here, okay?
Yes, your voice is fantastic.
We love it. We love it. Grammy quality,
Well, thank
baby.
you. So her book, Elvis, Rocky, and Me, the Carol Connors story, is just fabulous. And it chronicles her relationship with Elvis Presley, and then the nomination for the Academy Award. And it's really like taking a step back into a whole pop culture of a decade. For the
Wow.
60s and the 70s, where Hollywood was so vibrant and there were so many things going on, from Hefner's Mansion to writing to Phil Spector, who was the producer of that first song. And it is written and told in such a great way, because there is part of her sound comes into it, her language, her dialogue. And I felt like I was channeling her when I would say the words in her voice, because it's a little bit Brooklyn, even though, she's in LA. My brother happened to pass by Hamilton High, where she went to Hamilton. My brother went to Uni High. So anyway, my brother says, "Oh, tell Carol hi for me." I said, "Yes, I will." It's a family affair.
I love it. How fabulous.
Yeah, so we've really been having fun. And David Longoria, who is a 2-time Grammy Award winner, he's a musician and a fabulous trumpet player.
Oh, yeah, I know
He's going to be playing
David.
the trumpet right by this piano on Saturday, some Christmas carols after we do the Ode to My Husband. So we're gonna have a great time. But the trio of David Langoria and Carol Connors and me, we're all working together on Carol's wonderful trifecta of her award-winning book, Elvis, Rocky, and Me, the audio book, Elvis, Rocky, and Me, and her documentary, which is also strangely enough titled Elvis, Rocky, and Me, has just been accepted at the International Palm Springs Festival. So it's on its way, and maybe we'll be getting another award, like for the Oscar for the best documentary.
Of course,
So
all the awards
that we have to, cheer for and be experiencing.
That is amazing. Okay, going back a little bit further, talking about Sissy and on Family Affair, can you talk about how you got the role, what the audition was like what you learned, like how was it playing that part, like all the things, how you became a star, darling. Yes, tell us about that, how you auditioned and everything.
Well, I had been working since I was 7 years old, from the Night of the Hunter to the Ten Commandments to the Patty Duke Show. And I was going to UCLA at the time. I was a junior. And my mom called up and says, "Oh, you have an audition for a TV series."
Oh.
And this is great because it's already been sold, which is an anomaly in our business. You make the pilot and cross your fingers.
Yeah, no kidding.
This show had already been sold to CBS, and they had the whole cast except for the teenage sister.
Hey.
So they said, they need to see you right away, and we have to go to Hollywood. I was going to UCLA and in Westwood. So it was a little jaunt from Westwood to Hollywood, LA traffic. She said, the only thing is they want a blonde, blue-eyed 15-year-old. And I said, oh, very interesting. Since at the time I had very dark hair.
Oopsie.
And it's not 15. I wasn't even 18. But I've always looked a little young, thank God for my age. So my mother, always very resourceful, brought to the sorority house at Pi Phi this stuff called Streaks and Tips.
Wait, what is it called? Streaks and Tips?
You are too young to know what this is. But back in the 60s, they had this spray that you could just spray on your hair and boom, all of a sudden it was a different color. Well, I guess they do have it now, except for you spray and get blue hair or red hair or purple hair. Anyway,
that's so fun.
I just wanted to change the dark hair to blonde. My mother thought this was just such a grand idea. Okay. And I dressed as young as I could and
so
went
smart.
to Desilu, met the producer, creator, writer of the show, Edmund Hartman. And I thought I was being very charming and talking with him. And then all of a sudden he stopped. I says, "What is the matter with your hair?" I said, "My hair?
Oh, no. Called out.
Turning green. Green.
No.
Must be the light.
No.
Anyway, got us off to a very chuckling kind of relationship. I did a stage thing the next day, and I went.
What
to
color
Max
hair
Factor,
did you have?
Max Factor makeup, where we do all the Hollywood shows.
Yeah,
the Hollywood Museum shows. Hollywood, it's such a great museum. It was once the Max Factor building. So they sent me to Max Factor's right there in Hollywood and Highland. They gave me this long blonde wig.
Yeah, they did.
Different from yours, Eva. Mine was straight down like this. But blue, I looked more like Alice in Wonderland in this thing.
I love it.
But I did the interview for them. They had already started filming it. So it was on a Friday, and I did that. And my agent, Hazel McMillan, called me the next day, and they said, they loved you. You've got this job. There's one caveat. I said, what is that? They said, never wear that wig or that dress again. I said, and that is the story of how I got my job.
Wow.
That's incredible. First and foremost, I gotta go back to, I think it was last week when we had the Christmas party at the Hollywood
Yes.
Museum. And I was so moved by, what you shared, from when people went up and talked about their holiday traditions, and just hearing that you recently lost your spouse about 2 months ago. I am so, so sorry, just because I cannot imagine how it is. We're going into the holiday season, and just seeing you look radiant and beautiful. And
Truly.
just really, we're so grateful to have you with us today. It's such an honor. And
Yes,
also
such an
knowing
honor.
that, you've been nominated. I mean, we are sending all the positive, good energy
Yes.
your way, because we know this is so deserving.
Right?
For you to win
She needs a
this.
nomination crown, like
She
a beauty
needs to-
queen.
no,
You need
we
one of those.
We need her to win the
Right? Like the
Grammys,
Grammy,
right?
the Grammy crown.
Oh, yes.
Yes,
And maybe
that's
get
right.
an Oscar nomination.
That's right.
Who knows? You never know. Right.
Why
So,
not? All the things EGOT, baby.
Yes.
Time to go get it.
You deserve all of that. So
Yes.
what is something people often misunderstand about your journey that you wish you could change? Is there any?
I don't know what they misunderstand. I think that I'm a very blunt person. I'm a Sagittarian, obviously, the December 13th. That's my birthday.
Oh,
And
happy
so I try to say
birthday.
it as it is. I mean, I don't have any artifice really. I'm not really crazy about Wikipedia and IMDb, because you can't hold anything back from them. They have to have the exact date of your birthday, when you were born, and everything. So I don't think there's really any misconceptions, other than the fact that I'm much smarter than people probably think.
Yeah.
I really
Yeah.
am very smart.
Oh my
I hate to
goodness.
say
Yes,
that,
girl,
but I'm
get
a Sagittarian, so I have to be blunt with you.
Yeah.
My beloved sister, I cannot believe this, died 3 weeks after my husband.
Oh,
And my sister was
I'm
my
so
oldest
sorry.
sister. There's two in between. My sister entered UCLA at 15 years old and graduated at 19.
Woo!
She was reading when she was 3, before they had little computers and teaching toddlers how to read.
Wow.
That is
She
awesome.
was brilliant.
Wow.
And
Like
so
you.
she really takes the honor of the intelligence in our family.
Oh.
But it's a thing of being born with good genes, studying, working hard, having perseverance, learning from everything that goes wrong. There is a lesson to be learned, and is it acknowledged as, oh my gosh, why did I broke. We have a nativity scene that's set up in the house, and Mary got knocked off and
Ooh.
lost her head. And I said, this is really awful. Actually, my son did it. But he confessed, and I said, oh, okay, that's all right. It's okay. We'll get another Mary. So we got another Mary, and we put her further back into the nativity scene, so she's not close, so close to the edge. So we can have Mary there. And this new Mary is very nice in the nativity scene.
Very
for us.
lovely. Love that. Love that. And you're also an author, right? Too. Can you speak about that? Like, you're an author of several books. Talk to us.
I am, and
Tell
I'm
us
really
all the things.
excited for my newest book that's coming out. My first book was the Family Affair Cookbook, because I love to cook.
Oh my gosh,
Then
yes.
it was Surviving Sissy, my memoir. Then Ex-Child Stars, Where Are They Now? Then Holiday Recipes for a Family Affair. I still like to cook.
Love
And
that.
then the Family Affair Scrapbook. But this book is called Romancing with the Stars, Hollywood-inspired love stories.
Wow.
And it's a
Ooh.
romance story about celebrities, as well as a travel guide.
Wow.
Love
So
that.
we go through, I thought this was going to be a very small book, because it is Hollywood, and not
Yeah.
all relationships last as long as mine, which is 44 years.
Very true.
And so it gives the bio. So for instance, we have Jack Gill and Morgan Brittany. And so we give a little bio of them, and they say, what was your most romantic moment? So the most romantic moment for Morgan and Gill was on a safari in Africa, looking up at the beautiful stars. And so then we say how the reader can recreate this experience. Not everybody is going to afford a safari, but we list a lot of safaris in different parts of Africa. And I says,
Wow.
if you can't afford that, I said, then you can go to the zoo. Go to the zoo, and these are the different zoos that are around in Los Angeles. Have a picnic. Well, if you don't want to do that, then you can have a cozy romantic moment, cuddling on the couch and watching African Queen with
Ah,
Katharine Hepburn. So
Wow.
that's what it is for like Keith Thibodeau and Ruta Lee and all these wonderful celebrities and Frankie Avalon
Oh,
that have signed up to be in the book. And that
wow.
will be out on guess what date?
February 14th, Valentine's Day.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Good job, Grace.
That's
Yes,
fantastic.
exactly. On Valentine's Day. the
Oh
most
my
romantic.
goodness. That's
so
incredible.
cool.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Your birthday is actually a few days. Today's the 11th. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, your birthday.
2 days away.
I mean, this show is going to air, I don't know when, but your birthday is coming up. So,
yeah, what are you gonna do?
How are you going to celebrate?
Yeah.
I'm having a great big party for this birthday, having 80 people, which I think is appropriate.
Wow.
That's
The
awesome.
celebration of my husband, the
Aw.
celebration of the season, the celebration of my birthday, and the celebration of all the people. That I wish I could show you. That the house looks really great.
Oh, I believe it.
As old as I am, I have a 34-year-old son who never left home. And not only did he not leave home, he invited his girlfriend to live with us 15 years ago.
I think
Ah.
that's amazing,
And I
right?
love it.
Aw.
That's
And he
amazing.
did all the lighting. The house is all lit up beautifully. He put all the lights on the Christmas trees, and so everything is looks pretty good here.
That's
wow,
so
gosh,
nice.
it sounds fantastic.
Right?
I think it's amazing that your son lives with you, because one of
So
the things
cool.
that people do not understand is living alone is a very, very, very difficult thing. I live alone, and I do know this, that sometimes it can be very, very challenging. So it's nice that, especially after losing your sister and your husband, just back to back, that your son is there with his girlfriend, especially around the holidays and your birthday.
Yes.
I think that's a blessing. So
Such a
that's
blessing.
wonderful.
That is so
Absolutely, saving my emotional life, and I'm keeping super busy, which makes me not think about it, because if I think about it, I get sad. So
Yeah.
if I just have a project to do, that keeps
Yes.
me up, and they are great kids. They're just wonderful, and God, I like God. She helps me a lot.
That's awesome.
That's isn't that beautiful?
That's so
Like
beautiful.
so many lessons that a lot people can learn from, like God and keeping busy. Like,
So important. Both of those things for sure. I love it. Talk to us about what you're keeping busy with. What you doing? What you up to, gorgeous?
besides her book,
Tell
coming out
I
February
know all the
14th,
things.
and Grammys,
And the Grammys.
right?
I mean, I can't imagine you have anything else, but do you have anything else down the pike, darling, that you're working on? Or what do you like staying busy with?
Well, my Christmas movie, The Christmas at the Roanoke Ranch, is now playing on Amazon.
Oh.
Next year, I'm doing another Christmas movie,
Yay.
and it's called A Mother's Wish.
Oh,
wow.
We were going to shoot it in Florida, but actually now we are going to shoot it in Chicago.
Fabulous.
Another movie that I will be doing in January is called Gus, and it's about this ventriloquist who
Ooh.
is down on his luck, and he has this dummy, and then magically this dummy comes alive. And so that's the gist of I play Mrs. Magic. I'm the
Wow.
wife of Mr. Magic, who makes all these things happen.
Oh.
And then I'm most excited about this movie that we're going to do in Australia.
Ooh.
And it's based on the original Pollyanna
Stop.
books and the Pollyanna story. You're probably familiar with the one that Haley Mills did, for the Pollyanna. This is based on the 1939 novel, and it will be in Australia. And Pollyanna is being played by this Australian girl that has like 25 million followers
Wow.
on her social media. So we're blessed to have her.
25
And
million.
we got a couple of A-listers. I play the role of Mrs. Snow, and I'm also producing it.
Wow.
So
Brava.
so that will definitely keep me busy.
You
That's
are
awesome.
very
As long as I
wow.
can do
I
that.
can't even keep up. It's like you've got so many things to in 2026.
It's
like wow,
amazing. That's
it's
your year, you
incredible.
baby.
Like wow, you are busy. There's
Poppin',
the
poppin'.
Grammys, maybe the Oscars,
I
and all the
know.
movies.
And all the movies.
Like wow.
And you're producing.
I have a podcast coming out too.
Oh,
It's
that is
called
fantastic.
Kathy Classics. Kathy Classics. It's going to be on YouTube, and
So
I'm
tell
gonna
us
do an
more about
interview
your
show like
podcast.
this. And my friends that are former child stars and Carol and different people, and so that's another project in the people deal with grief in different ways. I just pack myself full and do all of
And
that.
when is your
Smart.
podcast coming out?
It should be out in the end of January.
That's fantastic.
Fabulous.
When
Lots
do you
of
have
things
the
going on
time?
in January and February.
Yeah, she doesn't sleep.
When do you have the time?
You don't sleep, baby.
I sleep 8 hours a day. So I'm so busy
Oh.
during the day, and I have a glass of Chardonnay at night, and I'm just right out.
And that's it.
And I don't get up for 8 hours.
Wow, brava. That's so cool.
Wow. So when you look back at your journey so far, you've accomplished so much. And I know you continue to work, you're doing so many different things. I mean, what do you think that version of you would say to that person? Like when you look at your younger self, what advice would you give yourself? That young lady starting back then, like what have you learned so far from your journey?
To believe in yourself always, and to know that you're on the right road. And if you feel like you're stumbling, that you will always find help inside you. I'll tell you one thing with my daughter in love. I call her and introduce me to affirmations, which are great. I would say start, doing those affirmations every day.
Yeah.
Cool.
Wow.
And they're life affirmations. I am beautiful, and money comes to me in expected and unexpected ways. I attract abundance. I attract healthy relationships. If something is wrong with a person, you forgive the person and go on. And so that's what I would tell my former self. It's okay. Everything is okay. I'm safe, and everything will be well. I am safe. And I think that's the most important thing for me. If I feel safe and secure.
Yeah.
And even if I don't, but if I tell myself that, then it allows one to go on and say, okay, I can do this.
Wow, that's fantastic.
Mhm.
Such amazing advice. I love the affirmations. I also believe in those affirmations because for me, one of the things that I'm grateful for every single day when I wake up, I mean, I do say my prayers every morning and every
Yes.
night, and I'm very thankful to God, to the universe, every day when I'm able to wake up and I can breathe
Yes.
and I can smell and I can go out and do the things that I like because I don't want
Right.
to ever take it for granted. So
Oh
thank
my
you
gosh,
for
amen.
thank you for sharing that about those affirmations. It's something that a lot of people do not appreciate life and just how short life is.
Right. And it's such a gift that
It
we're
is
all here. Every breath is a gift.
And
for sure.
doing what we love to do.
Oh my
right?
gosh, yes. And being so successful as you
Like,
have been,
my
what a
goodness.
gift, man.
To be able to have that career and still have it, something that in this
Amazing.
industry, so many people get burnt out. How did you keep, to have that longevity and to continue to do what you like? What's your secret? What's your advice to anyone out
Besides
there?
being blonde. 'cause
Besides
that's
being
it.
blonde and being
Being
fabulous. like you-
fabulous, right? Yes. Gorgeous.
I didn't take drugs. I don't take drugs. I drink. I love to drink Chardonnay and martinis or something like that. But and it's not that I have. Well, I do have things against drugs. I mean, I don't think that's the best way to go. I think that it's cheating in some ways for acting like I can't feel this way until I smoke marijuana or do something. Well, then that's not really you, is it?
Yeah.
And there were a lot of people in the 60s that certainly did burn out, unfortunately, quickly because they're addictions. Addictions,
Mm.
it's a physical I don't know how physical it is. Well, I guess it's physical. So I think my son did his high school theme on marijuana. So he certainly tested and tried those things. But I think that staying away from that, and I mean, I couldn't take it just because it made me crazy. I mean, I'm nuts enough, and I am sensitive enough to everything else.
I
need
got a girl
nothing in this world to make me more hypersensitive to the beauty of the world or the heart of a person. I can see that and feel that like right away. So
yeah,
I think that's really what I think saved me over a lot of my, more talented perhaps, or just as talented cohorts, because it does have such a deleterious effect, and sometimes it stays with you, and then repercussions of it as you get older. So anyway, that's
good point.
Such good advice for a lot of people starting new into the industry, because a lot of people think if you want to become a method actor, you should do all of the things to help
to
your
fit
performance.
and
to hear that from someone, an icon who's been in the industry for so long,
that you don't need it.
You don't need it.
And
just
it's a detriment.
Be
Just
yourself.
Yes.
Yeah. It's such an important life lesson.
That is beautiful.
Like, it's incredible. The industry is one thing that people you deal with a lot of rejection, and not too many people can handle rejection, because it makes you feel like you're not good enough because someone tells you, you're not good for this role. Not because you're not the best, but what advice would you give anyone out there who is having a hard time because someone rejected them for a specific role or for anything?
Yeah, it's hard. And once I can't believe that I didn't get that. I did all I could. I did my best. And then you say, okay, I'll just go on to the next thing. I actually taught for 20 years.
Wow.
Voiceover and et cetera.
Cool.
And I said, to stay successful, it's, let's say in voiceover, you had to develop your skills. So you knew how to do audiobook narration, commercials, animation. I've done 5 animated series, Firestar, and Spider-Man, His Amazing Friends, and industrial narrations. I say that because if you just say, I want to be a star, what? I didn't get that starring role, and then they have nothing. But if you say, well, I'll just go record an audiobook. I'll just go and do a stage play. Okay, I'll show them. I'll just, go and do an episode of a TV series. Okay, I'll just go write a book. So there's always something that you can fall back on. There's something that is in your whole repertoire of abilities.
Such great advice. That there's so you have a platform, but then you can branch out into so many different things. If you're not doing movies, you can do a television show, you can do Broadway, you can write a book, you can be a voiceover artist.
Right.
So basically is keeping yourself busy, even within the entertainment industry. There's so many ways to continue to hone your skills.
You don't have to stay in that little box.
You don't have to stay in a box. And that's such good advice to hear from you as well.
My gosh,
because the industry is changing so much.
So fast. So true.
Yes.
So cool.
And there are a lot of jobs, and especially for these ex-child stars, because I was one of those. And as I had mentioned, I wrote the book on it, that will do something behind the camera.
Yes.
So you don't always have to be in front of the camera.
Yes,
and look at Ron Howard, became a fabulous producer and director. But I mean, you can be a cameraman, you can be a wardrobe person, you can be a makeup lady. Then you develop your own makeup. And,
wow.
And there's a brand for you. So there's always, things to do. I think it just takes a willingness and a belief in yourself that you can do things. And as you say, the industry is changing. So if you're not really an actor and you fail, maybe this is not particularly the road for you, but boy, can you get that AI going, and boy, can you know how to use Chat GTP and get right on there and answer any question, that you have, and be then willing and flexible enough to change a little bit.
Yeah.
The industry.
The pivot ball change, very important in this industry for sure.
And in
So
life
cool.
in general, I
Right.
think just having the ability to want to be, because life, regardless of the entertainment industry or whatever industry a person is in, life is constantly evolving, shifting.
Right.
So you've got to be able to pivot, to shift.
Right.
Yeah.
And find, but that makes you so much more interesting as a person.
It does.
I'm sure that you can be successful at so many things. And explore
I
life.
really love the life advice that Kathy has just given us. Like
Yeah.
basically, don't just be in one lane. Think about this
all
other.
the lanes.
Yes, there's so many different possibilities.
Right.
And such good lessons.
Even
for-
outer space. Like
I hear
well, we talked in one of our podcasts. It was outer space.
I love it.
There's
Like,
not limit you, baby. Let's
I
just
mean,
keep going.
like what keeps
Yes, I
you?
think the three of us should Zoom or Riverside or whatever. We can do Musk's first stage play in outer space.
I
We'll just
love
take everything right
it.
on
Oh my gosh, I'm there.
I
Let's
love
do
it.
it.
There
And
we
then
go.
we'll get nominated
Fantastic.
and it'll
We'll
be
get nominated.
fabulous.
Oh my
It'll be a
goodness.
new category, outer space actors. Ooh.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
I love it.
I'm here for
I
it.
mean, Kathy, like you've done so much in your
They're
career.
out of this world. I'm sorry, what?
You've done so much in your career, and you continue to do so much to inspire others. What keeps you motivated?
Money.
Love that. We love us some money.
She's been very blunt here. It's money. I love it. It's
Yes.
wonderful. Wow, I see Roger there giving us the 3-minute mark. Oh, Kathy, it's been wonderful to be
Yes.
here, have this conversation with you. The last question, if you could have dinner with 3 people, anyone dead or alive, who would it be and why?
Musk, without a doubt. Musk. Or
Musk.
Jesus. Or I could have a couple dinners.
Yes.
You know why? I could have
Elon
dinner with
Musk.
Jesus
Do you
and,
remember?
and a dinner
I
with
know.
Musk. I would really like. to
Everybody's
talk
on the
with
Musk
him.
train today, baby. That's what everyone's saying. Elon Musk.
Wow.
Okay.
I mean, this has been incredible.
Great.
We're down to the last 2 minutes. Kathy, thank you for sharing your story and
Yes,
the wisdom
thank
of a
you.
life lived inside the industry, with such heart and grace. It's been a true honor to have you
Yes.
as our guest today.
Iconic, truly, and it proves that blondes do have more fun. Dun dun dun.
Of course,
Fabulous.
I mean, what an icon.
Right? Oh my gosh. Freaking
Incredible.
legend. Thank you so much for being here. We were just, it's
Thank
such a joy
you.
to have you. And yeah.
Roger,
On the
thank
blonde
you for
panel, baby.
producing our show behind the
Yes,
cameras.
Roger.
Thank you.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Grace, thank you so
Hey.
much for being
Oh my
with-
gosh, wouldn't
with
miss
us.
it.
And-
With this
and-
angel, are you kidding
And
me?
again,
Hello.
Kathy, you are incredible.
Yes, you're
Thank you for
amazing.
all that you continue to do in the industry to inspire everyone.
Yes, and your Grammy nom.
Happy birthday. We're wishing you. I mean, I hope you win the Grammys.
She
Keeping an eye for
will.
you.
Oh, honey child, yes.
Congratulations on your upcoming podcast, all the movies. Happy holidays.
Yes, happy
and we'll
holidays.
see you soon. Ladies and gentlemen, please remember to watch this episode with Kathy on the Discovery Pod with Eve's YouTube channel or your favorite podcast platform. Remember to stop by every Thursday at 12 p.m. Pacific time. You never know who's going to stop by. Until then, we'll see you next week. Thanks again, everyone. And thank you, Kathy, for being with us.